the Smokies, one hip at a time, like a broken field runner, slipping through the line. He likes the way she looks, so he calls a little wife, says, don't wait up for me, I'll be working late tonight. Wife hangs up the phone, bursts into tears, calls her sister up and cries, get over here. Sister tells her boyfriend, be back in a while. Boyfriend wants a beer, the store is just a mile. He leaves the motor running, he'll only be a minute. His car drives away with teenagers in it. The driver tells his buddies, got one life to live. They scream into the night, let's get it over with. Cause and effect, chain of events, all of the chaos makes perfect sense. When you're spinning round, things come undone. Welcome to Earth, third rock from the sun. The kid guns a gas, car starts to swerve, heads for a semi-truck, jumps the curb. Truck hits a big boy in the Shoney's parking lot, who flies through the air, takes out the bank clock. Clock strikes a light pole, transformer sparks, lines go downtown, goes dark. Waitress calls the cops, says she saw it all, swears a giant alien has landed at the mall. Cops ring up the mayor, says there's panic in the streets. We hate to wake you up, but we can't find the chief. Mayor says use your head if he ain't in his car. He's hiding from his wife down at Smokey's bar. Cause and effect, chain of events, all of the chaos makes perfect sense. When you're spinning round, things come undone. Welcome to Earth, third rock from the sun. Cause and effect, chain of events, all of the chaos makes perfect sense. When you're spinning round, things come undone. Welcome to Earth, third rock from the sun. Welcome to Earth, third rock from the sun. Welcome to Earth, third rock from the sun. Everyone knew it was love from the start. One July in the midnight hour, he climbed up on the water tower, stood on the rail and painted a 10-foot heart. And John Deere Green, on a hot summer night, he wrote Billy Bob Love Charlene and let her 3-foot high. And the whole town said that he should have used red, but it looked good to Charlene. And John Deere Green. They settled down on 80 acres, raising sweet corn, kids and tomatoes. They went together like a hand and a glove. On a clear day from their front yard, if you look and know what to look for, off to the east you can still read his words of love. And John Deere Green, on a hot summer night, he wrote Billy Bob Love Charlene and let her 3-foot high. And the whole town said the boy should have used red, but it looked good to Charlene. And John Deere Green. my first truck when I was 3. Drove 100,000 miles on my knees. Hauled marbles and rocks and thought twice before I hauled a Barbie doll bed for the girl next door. She tried to pay me with a kiss and I began to understand there's something women like about a pickup man. When I turned 16, I saved a few $100. My first car was a pickup truck. I was cruising the town and the first girl I see was Bobby Joe Gentry, the homecoming queen. She flagged me down and climbed up in the cab and said, I never knew you were a pickup man. You can set my truck on fire and roll it down a hill, and I still wouldn't trade it for a Coupe de Ville. I got an 8-foot bed that never has to be made. You know, if it weren't for trucks, we wouldn't have tailgates. I met all my wives in traffic jams. There's just something women like about a pickup man. Most Friday nights I can be found in the bed of my truck on an old Chase Lounge, backed into my spot at the drive-in show. You know, a cargo light gives off a romantic glow. I never have to wait in line at the popcorn stand, 'cause there's something women like about a pickup man. You can set my truck on fire and roll it down a hill, and I still wouldn't trade it for a Coupe de Ville. I got an 8-foot bed that never has to be made. You know, if it weren't for trucks, we wouldn't have tailgates. I met all my wives in traffic jams. There's just something women like about a pickup man. Oh, stand on this one. A bucket of rust or a brand new machine, once around the block and you'll know what I mean. You can set my truck on fire and roll it down a hill, and I still wouldn't trade it for a Coupe de Ville. I got an 8-foot bed that never has to be made. You know, if it weren't for trucks, we wouldn't have tailgates. I met all my wives in traffic jams. There's just something women like about a pickup man. Yeah, there's something women like about a pickup man. Oh, drive that pickup, son. Well, I ain't afraid of dying. It's the thought of being dead. I wanna go on being me once my eulogy's been read. Don't spread my ashes out to sea. Don't lay me down to rest. You can put my mind at ease if you fill my last request. Prop me up beside the jukebox if I die. Lord, I wanna go to heaven, but I don't wanna go tonight. Fill my boots up with sand, put a stiff drink in my hand. Prop me up beside the jukebox if I die. Just let my headstone be a neon sign. Just let it burn in memory of all of my good times. Fix me up with a mannequin. Just remember I like blondes. I'll be the life of the party, even when I Just make your next selection, and while you're still in line, you can pay your last respects 1/4 at a time. Prop me up beside the jukebox if I die. Lord, I wanna go to heaven, but I don't wanna go tonight. Fill my boots up with sand, put a stiff drink in my hand. Prop me up beside the jukebox if I die. Prop me up beside the jukebox if I die. Lord, I wanna go to heaven, but I don't wanna go tonight. Fill my boots up with sand, put a stiff drink in my hand. Prop me up beside the jukebox if I die. Lord, prop me up beside the jukebox if I die. He plays guitar at a hotel bar for out-of-towners and businessmen. He struts and sings to his drum machine, but he won't make it big at the Holiday Inn. But she thinks that he looks like Elvis when he runs his fingers through that jet black hair. And sometimes she forgets an order 'cause she's so struck by him that she stops and stares. They got a love bigger than the Beatles, wild and free like a rolling stone. They got a love takes them higher than the Eagles. Ain't life such a sweet, sweet song? Na 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 na, yeah yeah yeah. She pours some drinks, loads up the sink, and dreams of being a movie star. Her mama said she'd knock 'em dead, but Hollywood hasn't called so far. But he thinks she's as pretty as a picture when she wipes down tables in her apron strings. And sometimes he forgets a chorus 'cause she's shining like a beauty on the silver screen. They got a love bigger than the Beatles, wild and free like a rolling stone. They got a love takes them higher than the Eagles. Ain't life such a sweet, sweet song? Na 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 na, yeah yeah yeah. No, you won't find their names on the Walk of Fame, but they ain't missing much. 'Cause when the lights go down on Tinsel Town, all you need is a love. They got a love bigger than the Beatles, wild and free like a rolling stone. They got a love takes them higher than the Eagles. Ain't life such a sweet, sweet song? Na 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 na, yeah yeah yeah. Na 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 na, yeah yeah yeah. could have kissed me like this wasn't gonna last. Kept me from saying something I'll never take back. You could have held me like there was no chance of me waking up where I am. You could have stopped short of every dream I've ever had. So help me, girl, you've gone too far. It's way too late to save my heart the way it feels each time we touch. I know I've never been so loved, and I can't help myself. So help me, girl. You had to be there when that old sun came up, making last night feel like a vision of things yet to come. You just had to hold me like nobody else. Now look what you've gone and done. You had to love me till I just can't get enough. So help me, girl, you've gone too far. It's way too late to save my heart the way it feels each time we touch. I know I've never been so loved, and I can't help myself. So help me, girl. So loved, and I can't help myself. So help me, girl. And I can't help myself. So help me, girl.